What's up, fisherman fanatics? So, check it out. Our green laser Corys are just about ready to be sold. If you watched the last video on the Endlers, you will know we have an auction that's coming up. We are going to bag some of these guys up and we're going to bring them to the auction. General rule is they have to be at least an inch long, and we've got quite a few in here that are just an inch. So we'll do our best to bag up as many of these guys as we can and get them out. That is the whole purpose of raising these guys out and breeding them, or hatching the eggs, I should say. If you haven't watched any of the other videos on the channel before, we do primarily do breeding and hatching eggs and things like that. We do try to breed as many fish as we can because it's just calming, it's entertaining, it's amazing to watch something grow from something that was literally an egg into a full-size fish. We've done it numerous times with numerous fish, and now we're recording as many of them as we can. We have barbs on here we've done, and angelfish have bred. We haven't raised any fully yet, but we are planning on doing that. We have some eggs actually right now in the process. We're waiting to see if they are going to hatch. If they are, we're going to separate them out. We've done guppies and endlers and swords and all sorts of live bears. We have killifish. Yeah, a lot of different fish we've bred. Shrimp, a little bit of everything. So yeah, we do primarily breeding, and this is why. Like I said, I mean, you'll see some of these guys in here are a little smaller still, but keep in mind these guys get fed a good amount. Like a good amount. There's probably 40 plus in here of the green lasers, and we give them probably 7 to 10 wafers a night, depending. And then in the morning, depending on how they're looking, we generally will go in and toss in a couple more if needed. But between the snails, which you can see there's a huge population of snails in here, and I'm okay with that because they do eat all the excess food that these guys do not eat. And these are ram's horn snails, if you're unaware. They keep the balance in the tank so that these guys have a chance to grow. And with there being, like I said, 40 plus of them in here, it is a little more difficult to maintain water quality. So they help out with that as well by getting rid of the excess food, which in turn doesn't release as much ammonia and it doesn't spike any of the levels. But you can see underneath here, there's a bunch of these guys just crawling around under the bucket or the bowl, and they're just everywhere in here. Was he sleeping? But yeah, we have had 0 losses out of here. We did have a clutch of eggs that did not hatch. This is the first and only clutch we've had from the green lasers thus far. But out of that clutch, we've had probably 100 plus eggs and about 40 of them hatched. So 50% survival. We could have done better. It was our first clutch that we've hatched 4 Corys. But it is what it is, and I'm happy that we got about half of them to hatch. That's okay for me, because these guys do go for a pretty decent amount of money. And like I said, we'll bring them into the auction and we'll sell off probably 20 of them or so. We'll get rid of about half of them and let the other half grow out a little bit more and bring them to a swap that'll be in a couple months. So in a couple months, the ones that are smaller should be the inch mark, and we'll probably get a table then and sell the rest of them off then. But yeah, just a quick update on these guys. They're doing really well. They're growing really nicely. They are free swimming around and doing what they need to do. So yeah, they look good. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, as always, drop in the box below. If you haven't already, do us a huge favor. Hit that like, subscribe, and share button. Let's get as many people into the fish keeping hobby as we can. And as always, happy fish keeping.